This video features potential spoilers for classic FF7, FF7 Remake, Rebirth and Crisis Core. First we will summarise the events of the FF7R Trilogy. Then we will explore its hidden structure which renders the plot more predictable. Sephiroth was defeated by Cloud at the end of classic FF7. He whispers back through time, via reunion, to change his and the planet's destiny. He manipulates the party into breaching fate as we leave Midgar, broadening the scope of the game. We learn about Sephiroth's plan to extend the planet's life at the Temple of the Ancients, along with the basic mechanics of how the dream worlds work. Aerith smuggles the white materia to Cloud as a counter to Sephiroth's plan. We are tricked into parrying his blade and shocked to see Aerith both die and not die. Sephiroth will reveal that we failed to save her. She really is dead. If we give in to his demands, she may live again through the reunion of worlds. We will say yes to this. Cloud will be trapped in a dream. We will not trust that Tifa is who she says she is. The livestream memories will be destroyed or warped, all hope will feel lost and nothing as it seems, but through a twist of fate, Tifa will be able to bring us back. Cloud may put Sephiroth to rest in a final duel by refusing to kill him. Aerith, through an act of sacrifice, will rally infinite worlds of hope and enter the livestream. The infinite worlds will pour into the livestream in a final act of judgment to decide the planet's fate. Does this B-plot sound familiar to you? It should. The B-plot of the R Trilogy is the A-plot, reimagined and layered on top of itself. Sephiroth is defeated by Cloud before the game starts, at the end of classic FF7. He reaches out from beyond the grave to manipulate the party into performing tasks, dooming the planet's power to be usurped by him, this time for eternity, through the summoning of Meteor and an act of reunion. The reunion of worlds. Aerith is killed trying to stop him, but sets into motion a counterplan, the empty materia. The party confronts Sephiroth and it is revealed that Cloud is living a lie. Aerith is dead. Cloud aids Sephiroth's plan, preventing the planet's death. The world falls into chaos. We doubt the provenance of a member of our party. Tifa takes Cloud back to his past. He learns and accepts the truth. Tifa is Tifa, Cloud is Cloud, Aerith is dead. We learn about Omni Aerith's counterplan. Infinite positive dreams. We confront Omni Sephiroth. Aerith acts from within the livestream to counter Meteor, returning to the livestream for judgment.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
It is the same story, told again on top of itself, roughly in sync with the beats of the original game. The game's secret structure, hiding in plain sight. It is used as a vehicle to deliver new information or to allow us to re-experience key emotions from the original game that will have been spoiled for us as prior knowledge, either because we played the classic or heard all about it. Throughout the game, we see these new elements and changes within the main story. Let's explore some of them. These surrogate emotions appear as major changes and new events. At the beginning of a story, everything is a mystery to the reader. Sephiroth and the Whispers appear right away, revealing to the player that more is going on this time around. New elements at the start of a story to match the mysteries of a new beginning. At the end of Remake, the scale of the story and the world are revealed to be larger. This mirrors the classic game where the story and scope of the world both expand at this point. The Midgar Soma is used to effectively establish Sephiroth's threat in the original game. Here it demonstrates that the party and Cloud are much stronger this time round. Jenova fills in Sephiroth's role of intrigue and mystique. She is presented to be more like Jaws, hiding beneath the surface of the entire story. Details seeded regarding her in Queen's Blood, the Cetra and human conflict, the Village of the Gi, and Ever Crisis. She is ever present in the background as a silent manipulator. Sleep Easy's excellent video on this subject highlights this motif used in her boss theme. The Village of the Gi offers new insight into the mechanical function of the planet, at roughly the same point in the story that we originally learned the fundamentals of planetology. At the Forgotten Capital, we received a huge shock, much like in the original. Is Aerith dead or alive? On a meta level, some people experienced a death here, the death of FF7. I was angry for days, thinking that they had killed my favourite game, that they had fucked it up, mirroring Aerith's death in the original. This feeling of shock and confusion will continue into the opening of Part 3. At the Northern Crater, Cloud will find that he's been living a lie. After being misled to believe that we saved Aerith in some capacity, we will find that we did in fact fail. We will submit to Sephiroth's will. Within the livestream, we will again be wondering how we can restore our faith in Cloud and Tifa after the livestream memory has been destroyed. Returning to the City of the Ancients, we will again learn what is going on within the new story elements. During the big finale, we will now no doubt experience new spectacle to reflect the excitement and majesty of Safer Sephiroth and Supernova. As Meteor is measured against Holy, worlds of light and acceptance will be weighed against worlds of dark and despair. The ending. Aerith will again join the livestream in a final tense moment of planetary judgment where the outcome is uncertain. Each emotional beat of the original game can be accounted for within this new B-plot. It is a vehicle for us to relive the experience of playing the original FF7 whilst playing through a remake of its story. I think this is a pretty likely developer intention for the new B-plot within the R series. I predict that the game will most likely be called Returns or Resurrection. Returns would most accurately describe how the game will likely conclude. Resurrection, on the other hand, would describe what Sephiroth is attempting to do, and would effectively mislead a large proportion of the audience into believing that we are here to resurrect Aerith, putting them on the first step of denial on their journey to acceptance before the game has even begun. Can I just pause a moment to give Cisne, Barrett and Red credit when they discuss Cosmo Canyon being a place to discuss and learn about the planet? At this point in the story, we learn about Red 13's backstory, the basics of planetology. The Gi are alien. They have communed with Genova, most likely influenced by her. The Gi forged the black materia by pouring dreams of oblivion into it. The black materia was forged from white, which informs us about the clear materia. Aliens can't return to the planet, which helps us understand Sephiroth's abilities. The planet is subject to its own cycle of death and rebirth, revealing the game's core themes. The livestream doesn't distinguish between memories and dreams. Sorrow is not a burden, it's another of the planet's gifts. Almost everything we need to know to understand the game can be learned in Cosmo Canyon. No cap. The R Trilogy is a pretty faithful remake of FF7. It has an A-plot that acts as the remake. Layered on top of this is the B-plot, which is a reimagining of the original story, with all new elements used as a vehicle to deliver the same key emotional beats as the original game. This is delivered with a twist within this B-plot. We will mislead ourselves into believing we are on a path to save or resurrect Aerith. Eventually, we will reject this, as we go on a ludo-narrative journey with Cloud, travelling through the stages of grief as we move fully and completely towards the acceptance of death. This is currently my best attempt at understanding the current story and using that as a basis for predicting where it is going, answering most of the big questions and mysteries that the game offers us and adhering to a reasonably strict internal logic. I offer this up as a blueprint for others to bounce their own theories off of, or make adjustments to what I offer here. Is this structure completely incorrect? Are there some useful insights that act as a good basis to hone in on something more likely? Or do you think I'm miles off and we need to start from scratch? Is there any evidence I have missed that directly contradicts this theory and structure? Or is there anything I've missed that supports it even more? If its accuracy is high, it may bring us closer to understanding the text as a whole. Then perhaps it will be useful for you to better explore the themes and greater meaning hidden within FF7. I will be working towards my own thematic analysis that I should be releasing soon. This is part 3 of 3, breaking down my complete explanation of the FF7R Trilogy. The full video, and parts 1 and 2, can be found on my channel here. Please like and subscribe for more coming soon.